Namaste, my fellow Aquarians, Sun, Moon, Rising. This is your full moon in Libra reading. It's my first time, I think, that I can recall at least, ever doing the full moon readings for one for each sign. I usually just do one for all the divine beings, ascended beings, twin flame relationships, soulmates, sacred unions. One reading for all of us for the full moon. And I was just moved, guided to do one for each this time. So here we go. This is yours. We're going to get right into it. You're going to have 5 cards, beginning with the first, which is your overall energy from the Rider-Waite deck here, the 3 of Pentacles. One of my favorite cards in the deck because it's about abundance that is earned, the way that I read it. In general, just according to tarot practice, it's a very positive card, positive omen. It means that your work is appreciated. That's why I said abundance that is earned, because your work is so appreciated that you get rewarded or recognized, honored, praised. Something comes with it or comes from it, whether it's on this 3D plane, based directly on your labors, or it's from the universe, from God, a higher source. That is who is raising you up, promoting you, lifting you up. And then it does show up down here anyway. So ultimately, it's going to manifest down here, as above, so below. And if you've earned the recognition, the promotion, the increase, it is yours. Meant to have it, it is yours. So that's why I really love it. In terms of work, it's very straightforward. Work and career, it's a very positive card, as are the Pentacles. The element of Pentacles in general tends to be good for work. And I like that, although the 4 of Pentacles is not one of my favorite cards in the deck necessarily, I like that it's right behind this 3, also upright. When I picked up this 3, I didn't know before, because it's the natural progression. So it's the continued growth and progress for you guys. So you guys will continue to steadily grow. There could be some impact, something connected to a Queen of Swords, maybe Venus herself and or the energy of Libra from which this full moon is coming. That may be why the Queen of Swords is showing up. She's an actual person in your life. She may very well be a Libra, Aquarius, like yourself, or a Gemini, or someone like into those traits or attributes. So like I said, even Venus herself or Mercury himself is also possible. Actually, who's in your, I was going to say Mercury's in your sign. It's not Mercury that's in your sign. It's Mercury's in Aries. Mars that is in your sign, which actually is my natal placement. So I don't know how I could have slipped that, how that could have slipped my mind for a moment. In any case, back to the 3 of Pentacles. So, particularly for work, again, because it is Pentacles, it's a really, really good card. There you are appreciated. There you are revered. There you are highly regarded, even if you don't know it, so this reward that you get could be unexpected. That's possible sometimes too with it. In terms of love, again, positive. The person sees you in a very positive light, that you're dealing with or that you're interested in, or that's interested in you. So you're in a very positive light when this card shows up. Like you feel like you're equals, and or they feel like you are their equal, like a fair match, as opposed to, for example, like the 3 of Wands is also a good omen, but there's like a catch to it. It's like only if you're treated as an equal. Like if you're not treated as an equal and the 3 of Wands shows up in your love sector, it could guide you to end your relationship. So it's totally different than the 3 of Pentacles. This one is just all positive. If you're looking for love, there is somebody out there that regards you, that appreciates you, and with whom it could turn into love, but it hasn't developed yet. And that may be part of this slow and steady progress, and why the 4 of Pentacles also shows up immediately after the 3. Maybe, someone that you're already interested in, or that's already interested in you. It may take some time to develop into an actual relationship, and or if you already entered into a relationship, for like the kind of love that you're looking for to develop, but it really, really can. Like all the ingredients are there, and this person has all the qualities that you're looking for, and you do them. So you complement each other nicely. If you're completely single, unattached, uncommitted, but interested in meeting somebody. When this card shows up, it's a good indication of not only meeting somebody, but very possibly at work or through work. So maybe you're behind the counter and a customer comes in. So that would be like through work, or a vendor or something like that. Let's go to your next card. So the card that will be the most representative of you and your energy over the next 2 weeks, taking us into the energy of the Taurus new moon, is, it's another 3. It's the 3 of Cups in reverse. So this is also a positive card. Doesn't matter that it's in reverse. It's a good omen overall, like in a general sense. It means that the people around you appreciate you and respect you, respect your efforts, appreciate your efforts. Maybe I'm reading for a bunch of these essential workers, or perhaps you're somebody who is able to work from home, who did get home, but you're still needed and necessary and appreciated. And that's why you didn't, they've tried to find a way to manage to keep you. A lot of companies wanted to keep their employees, but the company can't keep itself. Like, they're going out of business, so they had to lay people off that they didn't want to. Doesn't mean they didn't respect and appreciate you and want to keep you. So some, thankfully, have been able to find ways to have their employees to work from home, or in other unique situations. So this can be what that's connected to. It's just a card that's saying that, people are grateful for you. So it goes nicely with your other card, with the 3 of Pentacles. And it tends to mean, in terms of other relationships with other people, that you can look forward to at least one pleasant reunion with something or someone from whom or which you've been apart for some time, right? So there's a sense of feeling really, again, appreciated, supported, respected by family, by friends when this card shows up too. And it reminds us to keep in touch with folks, to maybe even reach out, be the one to reach out. And that's a nice segue to what I forgot to mention. I've been using the card that turns up on the top of this, which is my Keepers of the Light Oracle, and yours is open communication. So the theme of your reading will be open communication. And I promise you, for all the readings thus far, and so I'm committed to yours not being any different, this theme has proven to be true throughout the reading. I just tied everything together. Mercury, open communication. Get a weight off your chest. Speak up with love and be heard. So Mercury represents, or rules rather, the signs of Gemini and Virgo. One of those could be particularly significant. Again, aside from that, the planet Mercury, as I just mentioned, is located currently in the sign of Aries. Maybe that means something for you. The only thing that can be negative about your 3 of Cups in reverse is, negative, I meant to put in air quotes, is the work and finance sector. And so in terms of work, there could be issues of jealousy or envy. And it came up, not this card, but jealousy and envy and stuff, and hateration came up for one of the other signs. Either Scorpio or Sagittarius, I think. So maybe you have a tie to that. But it was, like I said, it was different cards. For theirs was the 7 of Cups in reverse. So it meant the same thing. And some other cards that they had actually tied it all together. In any case, getting back to yours. Work, again, should be, for the most part, good, especially with your overall energy of the 3 of Pentacles. But there could be somebody, at least one person there, or through your work, with whom you have some sort of love-hate relationship. Like, they could be a fake friend, or you could be lying to yourself maybe and to them about how you feel about them. Something is off. And it does tie more into you in terms of finances. It's a good time when this card shows up to not be overly attached to money and the material, and to understanding that while it probably should, and the 3 of Pentacles is a good indication that it possibly will soon, your worth isn't measured. Your worth as a person isn't measured by like your paycheck, you know. So again, the Three of Pentacles is showing that you should soon be making something closer to what you're worth, or receiving some sort of bonus or some sort of recognition or something. But in the meantime, having not experienced that yet, it's important for you to watch your thoughts about like what other people have and getting jealous of, you know, who's making what and maybe not even doing their job. Like, they're going to get theirs from the universe too. This Three of Pentacles says the universe is looking out for you and you're going to get yours. And it's a positive reward that you earned, that you deserve. Other people who are, you know, getting rewards that they have not earned will have their dealings with the universe too. And so it's like, the idea is for you to stay out of that. But otherwise it just fares negatively upon you too. The card representing what's surrounding you for the most part for the next 2 weeks. So like close friends and or family, could be co-workers, something going on with work, love interests, or even your romantic partner or something, is the King of Pentacles in reverse. A lot of earth energy. That's kind of interesting. Maybe because Capricorn comes right before you. Maybe some of you guys are Capricorn Aquariuses. I guess that could be. The King of Pentacles could very well be an actual person in your life as a court card. Maybe a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus, or someone like into those traits or attributes. This too is not a negative card. You know, people can often get scared of reversals. This is another card that's similar to what I was just saying. It reminds you that like your life isn't measured, your happiness and success isn't measured by like one thing or one aspect of your life, like your paycheck, you know. There's so many different things about you that are worthy of recognition and celebration. And it's important for you to like realize that and keep that in mind. In terms of work, this could again be an actual person, maybe at your job. Then they probably, if it is, they probably play a pretty important role there. Maybe it's the boss or something. And it could be a female. It could be very possibly a male though, or more likely than a female, but it could be a female. It just tells you to like, maybe particularly around this person who may be like keeping a watchful eye on everybody, perhaps because they do got to try to decide like who to keep and who to let go and all that kind of stuff, that you do your best work. And it's possible that you're feeling that you are doing your best work and it doesn't seem to be good enough with this person. Like you just can't please them. So always do, again, the best you can. And that's all you can do. That's all you can do. Love, someone that you care about could be having a difficult time. Maybe a direct earth sign. Could be issues related to their work or the fact that they're not working. Maybe they're among the people that lost their job. So this card can show up to ask us to help other people in our life, in this case, our love interest, to remember that their worth isn't measured by what they do or their paycheck, you know, that they have so much more to offer as well. If you're single and looking for love, you could very well meet somebody who works in like the financial sector and maybe an earth sign. Like especially in my experience, the way that I read my cards, it tends to be right and stuff too. In my experience, most likely a Taurus. They tend to be like accountants and auditors and other financial, like financial advisors and things like that. Taurus, like they like to work with numbers, different jobs with numbers and stuff like that. But it doesn't have to be an earth sign at all. And if it is, it can be one of the others. It could be Capricorn or Virgo too. There could be a disparity, probably in their favor, but it could go either way, in your salaries And again, it's important to be like open-minded about that and to not be, catching an attitude or being jealous or envious because someone makes more money than you, especially somebody that you claim to love, right? So love transcends these things of the superficial and earthly matters and the material, like money. But speaking about money again, now moving on to your work and finance sector specifically. Ace of Wands in reverse. Very, very nice. Very good possibilities for you. There can be a downside also that's like inherent, like implied with it being in reverse. All right. So for example, like you really like your job, but the boss is an asshole. And of course you have to work with the boss or the supervisor or whatever. They're difficult. They're part of the job, but the job is amazing. And, the pay is good too. Like everything else is happy. It's just this person. It could be something like that. Or again, misunderstandings that have you feeling like you aren't recognized, you aren't valued, you aren't, you're not getting what you're worth, or you're not getting the what you deserve, at least, not the recognition you deserve, not the money you deserve, whatever it is. Again, it's going to be important not to like be presumptuous, jump to conclusions, to act up before, you communicate maybe, and clarify what the situation is, in which case I expect that you'll be told that's not true. We appreciate you very much, and maybe even shown, if you go about it the right way. Specifically with regard to finances as opposed to necessarily work, it's important to pay attention to where your money's going, like, and what you're doing it. Like, this isn't a good time to take chances, but you will get that opportunity soon. Like, you'll get some sort of new opportunity in your financial sector where maybe you can afford to splurge and maybe not pay as close attention. But right now, in this moment, it's important to know where your money's going. And moving on to love and relationship. Wow, very nice. It is the Two of Cups. One of the most perfect cards for the position of love and relationship. This is about balanced partnerships, genuine commitment, true love, unconditional love, like all the things that most of us hope for, pray for, want, associate with real love and relationship. Now, that doesn't mean that because this showed up and you find that, or you have that, or your relationship deepens, if you're an existing one or whatever, that you kind of don't have to do anything. It's just like, it's the perfect relationship, so it's all going to fall into place. No, of course, it's still important for us to put some effort into it, for us to put some work and reap what we've sown, right? The Three of Pentacles, your overall energy is about abundance that is earned. So we have to put in work in order to earn abundance and rewards. But this is a very nice reward, right, to get for the work that you've done. If you're looking for love, this is a really good signal that somebody is on their way very, very soon. But, again, you may need a little bit of patience, and that could be that progress that was denoted by the Three of Pentacles, followed by the Four of Pentacles, both of which were upright in the beginning. Further to all of this, for the masculine archetype, so to associate as a masculine archetype among you, whether male or female, is ascension. So we talked about you growing spiritually, and they're just coming to confirm that. Move into your true self. Rise above the darkness. The light is here. So again, this is how you're being rewarded by the universe. The universe is who or what is raising you up, is what is promoting you, and so it will manifest itself down here. From the Ascendant Masters to the masculine, your card is listen. Very part and parcel with open communication, right? Also got to listen and hear perspectives and the other side. And again, ask questions when you're confused. Don't jump to conclusions. Don't be presumptuous. Feminine for you, from the Ascendant Masters, your card is freedom, which is super Aquarius. Aquarius is the sign of freedom and humanitarianism. And with this big full moon behind this goddess here, Hina, it you know, this is your time to sort of let go and maybe, you know, for love, for work, whatever it is you want to do. And from the keepers of the light to you, feminine, is Kuthumi and Cloak of Wisdom. You already know the answer that you seek. Trust what you know. I hope that you have enjoyed this moon reading and that you enjoy what comes out of it, what the moon brings to you, the closure, the endings that it brings, and the new beginnings that those bear. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Not a subscriber, please consider becoming one. Hit the subscribe button and the bell button so you can get notifications. If you don't mind sharing the video, please do. I do appreciate it. And check out your sun, moon, or rising sign, you know, as appropriate, whichever one makes sense. Namaste.